Stream is live.
Hey everybody, we got in. How you doing today? Hello JJ.
Hello.
Long time no see. If
Yeah.
you're just coming to our channel for the first time, I'd like to thank you for visiting Big Valley Living. If you listen to this in a rebroadcast later on our podcast or watch it on our channel, thank you for coming back later when you had time. We appreciate it. Um, right now, I uh, what did I want to say? Okay, it doesn't matter really. We're going to keep this pretty short today. It's been a long day for both of us. It's kind of been a long week, huh? It's only Wednesday.
It's been a really long week, but that's okay.
Yeah, here we are.
I'm starting to feel better though. I was down a little bit.
Yeah. So this is for newer people. I want to explain what we're doing and why, because I had a comment last week that just kind of warrants a little bit of an introduction. So we started our channel, what, 5 years ago? To share family recipes. And the reason we did that was that I had been diagnosed at the time with stage 1 or stage 2, right? Colon cancer.
Yeah.
And we didn't know what everything would bring. So we thought, well, let's do a little vlog of our family recipes so that family and friends could, and I had friends who used to ask me for recipes too. A little vlog and share that. But we didn't talk about the cancer because family and friends already knew about it. Well, as time went on, I had more surgeries and went through chemotherapy. This is my 5th time of going through chemotherapy. And it happens about every other year, at least lately since 2021. And basically, I decided a couple of years ago to share my cancer story because colorectal cancer, I have colon cancer. Colorectal cancer is like on the rise. It's reaching down to younger age groups now. And I believe that there are things that can be done by younger people and even people our age that may be able to help them avoid getting the diagnosis. The first being early detection and diagnosis, I think. Well, the first actually is to eat right, exercise, and don't take your job so seriously that you don't get up and move. Um, but anyway, I think it's just cumulative lifetime habits and things like that, food that we eat. There's a lot to it. So prevention would be number one through diet, exercise, and other methods. And then number two, obviously, is early detection and paying attention to what's going on with your body. So, all of that being said, I also want to introduce my husband because somebody didn't realize what his role was and why he was on the video. And the reason that he's here is he is
Just to look pretty.
he's my best friend, he's my partner, and he shuttles me around to all of these things. And it's not just that he does. He builds garden beds and he helps and he waters and he does a lot. So this is my wonderful handsome. There you go, handsome husband JJ. Hey, honey. So anyway, I just wanted to make that well known that that's who he is and why he is here. And so he lends a perspective from a caregiver standpoint, and I feel like that's important because being a caregiver is probably more difficult at times than being the person going through the treatment. And I say that from a standpoint that if I was watching him go through it, I would be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And there's nothing that you can really do about it except to support the person. Does that adequately describe your situation?
My situation.
Your role? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just do what I do.
Yeah. And we are going to keep this short today. So, my let's start with the past week. I I did round 7. I don't have my earrings in. I did round 7 of Avastin plus FOLFIRI, and that is the chemotherapy regimen that I'm going through. It's done through infusion, which goes through a port in my chest that I have named Herbert Birdsfoot because he is my partner. And basically, I'm a little surprised. My hair is very thin, and you can't tell as much like here, but I can in the mirror. And you know, um, I'm almost ready to do some changing of the hairdo just because it's not doing what I
I
want.
think you should ride that bull as long as you can.
I know you keep telling me that. Pretty
Well,
soon I'm gonna have little ponies in my hair. But my doctor had warned me that I would lose my hair between rounds 3 and 4. I just had round 7, and my hair is thinning a lot, and I can notice it. But I have a lot of hair; they're just very fine. So I can do successful comb overs. I can put gel in my hair. It's just these little flyaways now that aren't behaving. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Actually, they're growing enough. Might be able to just stick them behind my ears. So that's that. And I'm really grateful that I haven't lost my hair because where I have lost my hair, the nerve endings are kind of sensitive. I can't really describe it. It's like pins and needles, but only when you touch it. So I did get my first wig. I do not have it because I haven't named it yet, and I want to name it. I'm not sure if anybody watched the show Schitt's Creek or not, but it is hilarious. And what is the mother's name, honey?
Myra.
Moira. And I can't, Kathleen, it's not Kathleen Turner, is it? It's Kathleen something, the lady that plays her.
Kathleen Bates.
No,
I
no,
can't
no.
remember.
She's the one that was in something else.
I'll look it up for you.
Okay, thank you. So the character has like all these wigs and they represent different, attitudes, whatever. And it's hilarious, but she names them. And so I'm thinking, well, I name stuff anyway. So I'll be naming my wig. I could go get it and show
O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara. Thank you. If you haven't watched that show, it's very funny. So try and get it if you have a streaming thing. It goes all over the place and it's very funny and it'll make you laugh. It'll strike you. So anyway, that would be one thing. And then seeing any chats, which is quite interesting. I know we have people in here. So hello, those of you who are in here. We appreciate you being here. The wig experience was interesting. I've gone into a couple of different shops, and the second one that I went to is a lady that had a shop in the Sacramento area for 45 years. And so she's well seasoned in life, but oh my gosh, she is so full of energy. And she was trimming the bangs on the one that I decided I liked and everything. Yeah, thank you, honey. Maybe somebody will give it a shot. So I kind of want to see how Praying Lady's doing today and everybody else actually. I'm gonna go ahead and go in here to the live chat. Yeah, it's only ours that are showing up right now, so that's fine. This will become a video later, so that's fine. Maybe that'll be a good thing today. Then we don't have to stick on for too long if we can't. So she was a really nice lady. The other place I went was really nice. It was run by a family. I just didn't quite find what I was looking for at that shop, but I'm going to say yet. If you find yourself facing having to get some sort of a hair piece or something, check your insurance first and see if they cover it. Another very good friend who's going through cancer treatment herself with different insurance told me I should look into it, and I did. I called my insurance company, and lo and behold, they do have a policy to do that. So I would hope that if you're facing the same thing, hey, Daniel, thank you. Okay, so there are people in there, so we can chat. I appreciate that very much, sir. So check into the insurance. If you have insurance, see if you can get, they call it a prosthetic because when you're anticipating losing your hair or you lose your hair, you can get all kinds of things. One of the things I thought was really cute. It's like an open, there's no hair up here, so it's like a big band around your head with little shaking, little hair things, and it looks like you're wearing a baseball cap, or you can put your own turban or um, can't think of what it's called, scarf. Hello, put your own scarf on it and stuff, and change it up. So we're looking at that. I think it's kind of cool, and they're less expensive as well. And given the fact that my hair is only thinning up here, I think that might be the way that I end up going, and then I can just walk around the house with my normal hair because wigs are hot, and Sacramento Valley gets super hot in the summertime, and I don't want my head to get really toasty while we're out moving around. Um, Side effects, let's go through those real quickly. I'm going to try and keep this in a more organized fashion based on some feedback that I got, and I appreciate that feedback. Um, Constructive criticism is what it was, and it was brought to my attention quite nicely, actually. My side effects this time were pretty tolerable, I'd say. I've had nausea a few times that my medicine has been able to handle. Um, I had the normal stay awake and have a weird life for 2 days while I was on steroids. Can't do anything about that, but I am learning how to relax and go to bed and at least relax my body and try and relax my brain. Um,
Yeah, you
my
had something else that was a little bit different than anything else. Your tooth, right?
Oh, my tooth. Well, let's go to my eyes first, and then we'll go to my tooth, okay? Because that's something I forgot. Thank you. Um, my eyes. So this time, my eyes get real sensitive, which is a normal side effect to be expected by some people, and that is sensitivity to light is one of the things that I'm experiencing. I find myself wearing sunglasses in the house sometimes, and it doesn't bother me. So it's tolerable, and there are things that I can do to mitigate the. It's almost like you get an eye strain headache up here. So I don't look at my phone as much. I don't look at screens for the most part at all. I just let my eyes kind of relax and do gardening stuff or what have you. Um, so my eyes were like springing water out of them for like 2 or 3 days, and at the same time my nose was watering like crazy. So just I'm eating Kleenex for lunch, and thank you, honey, for restocking the Kleenex. But it could be allergies, we're not sure. But it did go away as quickly as it started, so I'm going to attribute that one to side effects. And so there's that. And one of the side effects is that you can experience dental issues. I don't have the nicest teeth anyway from my early childhood on, but I had decent dental care the whole time. I just don't have the best teeth. So they're a little bit soft, and eating lemons every day for lunch and dill pickles as a child may not have been the best choice, but they sure were tasty, and I was mighty thin. So I my teeth will the last time I had, was it infusion? It was after infusion, wasn't it? When I ran into all those issues, and then one time during radiation, my teeth will get really soft and they'll break. So the other day I really wanted to make pepper steak. It's our family's version of pepper steak. It's really kind of like a Chinese stew, if you will. It's really good. So I made pepper steak in the Instant Pot, and I made it late. And so I thought, okay, I'm just going to let it cool down, put it in the fridge, and we'll have it the next day. We had something else for dinner that night. So while I was waiting for it to cool down, I wanted to just make sure it had all the right flavors and everything. So I made a teeny bowl up, maybe 15 or 20, little spoonfuls, and it had rice and stuff in it. It's not a hard food in any way, shape, or form. And I took about my fifth or sixth bite, and all of a sudden, I don't know if you've ever broken a tooth or if you've ever chewed on a bone that you didn't mean to, but you know the crunch. And my tooth shattered all around. It was my very back tooth. It does not have a tooth in front of it. I'm waiting to see if I what I want to do to get more teeth back there because those Lego teeth that they put in, I don't know if it's worth the money because it's expensive. So I don't know yet. I'm on the fence. And it shattered. And so it's like 10:30 at night, 10:15, 10:30 at night. And I wasn't getting ready to go to bed. I wasn't eating and going right to sleep, just so you know, because it was a steroid day. So my tooth shatters, and I'm super afraid to talk or anything because my tongue is rubbing against it. I don't have mouth sores, knock on wood. I don't anticipate getting mouth sores because it's not one of my normal side effects. And I went into JJ and I'm like, lucky you, I won't be talking. So I can get a hold of the dentist. But my
Believe
dentist,
me, God does answer prayers. I'm just saying. I
we
just
joke with each other. We joke with each other. For those of you who might be sensitive, don't be sensitive. We're kidding. So the next morning, I sent a note to my dentist. I knew that they weren't working on Friday. And at the same time, I greet my neighbor every morning and we text each other, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. We try and get together for coffee or tea or something a few times a week. And so I did my good morning message and said, hey, you're not going to believe this. And she suggested that I get in touch with her dentist in case I didn't hear from my own dentist, and told me how great that this dentist was. It's close by, it's a family practice, and she is an admitted not a fan of going to the dentist at all. I don't mind it probably because I've had to go so many times. It's just like, oh, I know there's relief at the end of this. So after sending my doctor a note, I went ahead and reached out to her dentist, and I went ahead and made a phone call because I can text my dentist, but I didn't know if they had a cell number. So I called the office, and it was about 9:15 in the morning. This was last Friday. And they said, we can see you at 11. Wow. I was super surprised. So I let my dentist know not to worry about it, although they were willing to go into the office. But that is just a lot because they don't have it open and ready and prepped, and I'm sure there's work to do to open up a station. We have looked into getting a dentist that has a little bit better availability over the time anyway. So I went ahead. Hello, Renee. Thank you for popping in. So I went in and fell immediately in love with this dentist's office. I really like the dentist I have. I've been going to the same practice on and off when I've lived in Sacramento for 42 years. That's a long time, a long time. My initial dentist retired some years ago, and then the practice was purchased by my current dentist. And I really like him. It's just an availability issue. So I go to the new dentist, fall in love with this dentist. It's a family practice. They all came in and introduced themselves. It was just a great and very positive experience. He put a temporary crown on, and I have had absolutely no issues since then. So I'm super pleased. And I want to thank my neighbor George for putting me in touch with them. Yesterday, I've never seen this. Yesterday, I actually got a handwritten letter from the dentist welcoming me to their practice, telling me it was a joy to see me. And I don't even know what to say. It was just really touching. And on the same token, I have to give credit to my dentist because they've sent me a couple of cards, like thinking of you cards, while I'm going through treatment. So again, it has nothing to do with the dentist himself. It's just the way that business runs. So we have a new dentist, and I am going to be getting a permanent crown in a couple of weeks. I'm very, very excited about that. So anyway, that was a good thing to put out. I just had a call from the place where we got the PET scan this morning. I don't know what that's about, but we'll check that after the live. So, so this morning, I got a PET scan, and the PET scan was it's designed to be about at the halfway mark. And JJ, do you want to kind of explain your understanding of like the first part and then where we are today?
The first part, what do you mean?
We went in for the like a baseline, right? On February
Oh yeah,
6th.
so when she went in for the first one, you might want to look at that. They might need to talk to you before 5 o'clock. Just saying.
I think I'll do that. I'm going to mute myself and look down while you tell them where we are and
Yeah.
what we do.
So when she first was diagnosed this time that it was back, they didn't do they didn't do they didn't do a surgery or anything. The doctor said that it looked like buckshot. So there were quite a few spots that showed up pretty loud, and so we started to do this chemo now, and so like she said, she's on her 7th round for this time.
Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to call him back.
Okay.
And she asked me to call her back, so I'm going to put myself down and you can explain. Okay. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, so she just did the 7th, and we wanted to get another PET scan halfway through so that we can make sure that everything's doing as we wish it to be doing. So hopefully we won't see buckshot, we'll see nothing, and we'll continue through to the end of it. And that's about, I think she has 5 more rounds after that one. So every other week. So I guess that's about 10 weeks left. And or 10 or 12, whatever. So that's why she had her PET scan. That's why we had to, go over to the imaging center. And so they just called. So I'm not sure what all's going on, but I'm sure that it's got to have something to do with it. Maybe the image didn't come out good, or it came out great, and they're saying, "Oh, we don't have to have you back," or whatever. But that's about it. And it's so funny, I drive her to infusion. I go get her at infusion. I work all week, so I just break up my day and work a little bit later. But so it's just what you do. Hi, Ginger. How are you doing? It is really hard waiting for results, for sure. No, that's funny. She's on hold. So it's really fast to get results. Matter of fact, she looked in on the website and it said that the results would be available on like Sunday or something. So I don't know. Maybe it said that because she may need to do something else. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. So yes, that's a good question, Ginger. How is your daughter?
I'm going to come on for just a second. Hey, Ginger. Thanks for popping in. I just wanted, while I'm on hold real quick, hopefully they don't come on. My blood sugar was right at the line this morning when they did the PET scan. So I asked them what would happen if it was too high, and they explained that the radiation, the dye that they put in with the sugars into your body, it can compete with your blood sugar, and the images might not be as strong as they want. So they said, if we have to schedule another one before your doctor appointment, we'll give you a call. That's why I'm on here right now. if I can, I'll try and get it this coming week before I go back on chemo. So I'm going to go back down again.
Okay, but yeah, other than that, everything seems to be going well, and hopefully we won't see any buckshot, and we'll just call her good. I don't know. I don't know much of anything else to talk about on this subject, but we did put in. I don't know if we talked about it last time or not, but we have tomatoes and peppers we put in, and in the vajayga beds that we got, and because we have, I don't know about anybody else, we have horrible nut grass around here. It's crazy, and it just takes over everything. So we're going to go to raised beds and see if we can keep things under control. Then we'll only have to deal with the nut grass down in the paths and everything. Oh, that's great. I'm sorry, I'm just getting over allergies. They're horrible. Excuse me.
So I'm still on hold, and I'm not really sure, honestly, today. I'm not sure how long we should continue going on. It's 4:30. I really appreciate everybody who's come in, but I could be on hold for 5 minutes or 30 minutes. He's going through a coughing fit. And
It's
so
wonderful.
I think what we'll do is and I want to give a big shout out to Renee and her daughter, because her daughter is a trooper. She's been doing this for a long time in her young life. And just I'm always saying prayers for you guys. I'm going to leave it up to you, JJ, but I think what I'm going to do is I've started writing more regularly in my journal, and I'm thinking about doing more intentional pre-recorded videos, and we'll come on live. 15 years is how long Renee's daughter has been battling has been going through her battle. That's a long time. But what I'm thinking is perhaps we'll just go ahead and we'll schedule for 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, and
everything,
everything for you through the treatments and everything. I mean, everything's going along really nicely.
Yeah.
So,
well, relatively speaking, yeah, it could be worse. So
yeah, for the most part. I mean,
so I think what we'll do, if you're in agreement, honey, I think we'll just go ahead and we'll stop today, and I'll put out a video. In the meantime, I'll go find a pretty place in the mountains or by the river, which always calms my spirit anyway, or maybe I'll go to the ocean. And we'll do more of a vlog style with information. Are you okay with that? Jerry, JJ.
what?
Do you have anything else that you want to talk about today, or should we carry on?
No,
I want to handle this business, because if there's a chance I can go in tomorrow, if I can go in tomorrow, I want to try and make that happen.
We should give them their afternoon back.
Huh? What?
We should give them their afternoon back.
Yes. We're going to give you all your
See you
afternoon
later,
back.
everybody.
Be kind.